Welcome to the month of Aquarius. This is a fun month. After all the heaviness of Capricorn, this is going to be fun. What is fun about Aquarius? Well, you see the girl walking across the street in the orange dress with polka dots? That's Aquarians. They are offbeat people. They're people that think out of the box, dress out of the box. And in this particular month, we're going to be afforded the experience of living like in the 70s. We're going to feel that happiness and understanding type of personality. We're going to be lighter. We're going to be more in tune with the things that are around us. We're really in a time of new ideas, new abilities, finding new friends, thinking like the aquarium out of the box, having things happen to us that are motivated in the same way. And it sort of happens that when you make a war in the middle, you're sort of causing an impact into the cosmic that it's really not to be there. And so if one goes into that place, into heavy cosmic energy of fighting, of anger, it can become very difficult, and we can lose some of those really wonderful friends that we have acquired over this time. So be very, very careful how we interact. There'll be some wonderful things that are going to happen, but also very, very careful that we make love, not war. In the middle of the month, we find another interesting planet in our cosmic energy. It's called Pluto, which is a very difficult month, but it gives birth to new ideas. It gives birth to our ability to expand more of our consciousness. It gives birth to people coming into our lives that may interest us in a new business, in a new way of thinking. So the thing we find about Aquarians in general and this particular month is most Aquarians are really brilliant people. They're the guys standing on the street corners with the flags fighting for the cause. They're the ones that are chained to the fence. You know, they would rah-rah for something they believe in down to the end. The problem is that they revel in causes and outdoing things. They're the servants of the universe. The problem with the Aquarian is they love love. They just don't like individuals. And so they're butterflies, most of them. Aquarians generally marry later in life, are not really good family people. They prefer spending an evening with friends and intellectualizing and learning. Their minds are brilliant and sharp. And therefore, how do we translate that for those of us that are not Aquarian? What is going to happen for me this month? Well, I've said that we'll have a lot of new ideas. The idea basically for us is to try to think out of the box, to try to think like the Aquarian mind, okay, I know that this is what I usually do. How can I do the same thing, perhaps in a different way? What about my job? What about my life? What about my aspirations and goals that I can change at this time? New ideas, maybe new spiritual calling. Also, another thing that's interesting, that according to the Hebrew calendar, the month of Aquarius is governed by the sign Saturn, the planet Saturn, whereas we know that in normal astrology, Uranus is the sign that governs Aquarius. And Uranus is this expansion and that's this out-of-the-box thinking, this hugeness in heart and mind. But Saturn, we know, is a planet of come, let me see. Bottom line, show me the money. That's Saturn. Saturn needs to, everything you do has to have a cause, an effect, and an end. The reason that Saturn is the controlling influence over the month of Aquarius is that the Aquarian mind needs to have sort of a boundary. Thought needs to have a boundary. If not, they are the servants of the universe, and they can travel their entire life without finding their sole purpose in life. Saturn hopefully grounds them into saying, of all these wonderful and natural traits that you do have, it makes them bind them, it makes them work towards them, it makes them pressure to become who they can be. whereas Uranus is the sign that moves them forward, gives them the expansion, gives them the thought process. What do we want from this month? We want to expand our thought process, to become more in tune with the spiritual teachings that guide us. But most importantly, we want to find that place inside that says, I'm going to apply all the tools that I have. I'm going to take all that ability that is mine, and I'm going to try to put it into a vessel, into a container, and soar with it to the heights that I can reach. That is the process, and that is the reason that it's so important that we love that which is around us at this time especially. Because if we don't, whatever the framework is we put into this month, that's what we'll take out of it. If we're going to be self-indulgent, if we're going to be upset and sad, that's what we will receive. And it's a pity because it's out there for us. The cosmic is waiting to give us the positivity that is there. So let's hope that together we form this union, bring it into our vessel, and apply it for our own good, for our family's good, and certainly for the world around us. We surely need it. Let's now do a meditation for the month. If you will, just lift your eyes a little bit above the field of vision and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Another deep breath. And another deep breath. Let your mind just clear of all thought. The muscles of your face and your shoulders relax. Down your arms to the tips of your fingers. Let your hands go heavy on your lap. The internal organs of the body relax. To the back of the spine, down the vertebrae to the bottom of the spine. Your hips, your thighs, knees, all the way down your legs until the small vertebrae. Now, I'd like you to sort of go to that place, any place that you feel that you can be content, that you can just be yourself and not worry about people around you, what they would think or feel, and go for this moment to that place. And once you get there, I'd just like you to leave everything except to hear my voice and to go with me on a trip. If you can, I'd like you to visualize a cherubim, a little angel, and see it flutter about you. Feel its energy, its softness, as it smiles at you. Create this little angel into the energy of the Tzadi. The word itself is Tzadi, righteous. For it is the Tzadi, the letter, that created for us the constellation called Aquarius. This little Tzadi, in any form that you can create him or want to have him near you. Feel him there, dancing around you. Feel his energy close to you. And take that energy as if with a wand of a fairy and bring it through the top of your head, through the pineal gland, which sits in the center of the brain, and down into your being, and connect it through your heart, down to your hands, and connect it outward with this sweet little fairy-like creature. On the other side of your body, create the second cerebrum, this cute little angel, and feel it with its energy, with your softness. For these are working angels, and they are capable of bringing you to another level of spirituality. This angel, perhaps more serious in nature, because he's the energy of the planet called Saturn. Very strong and forceful energy. Almost like a wind, but with the strength to move mountains. Apply these two great forces into your being. Because at this time, we can apply and use these two forces to create for ourselves the energy of the month of Aquarius. The Creator asks us each month, this is the goal. This is what we're striving for this month. Our goal is to use the spiritual forces that are always there and apply them for ourselves and for the common good. These two sweet little voices, hear them in your ears. Call on them, that when you're with someone and you don't know if it's the right person for you, if it's the right business deal to make, allow them to encircle you and listen, for they'll answer you. Because you know there are angels that are there around us all the time. The only reason that we don't access them is A, oftentimes we do not believe that they're there, and B, we don't believe they'll answer us. But if you can take these two beautiful little cerebrum and take them with you, fold them and put them inside of yourself, and use them and apply them, and feel their energy like a warm breeze upon you all the time during this period. If you can, know that the energy of the Creator, that light that He has given us with many, many tools that are simple. All we need to do is open the light. It's like someone who doesn't know what electricity is, and he blunders in the darkness when all he has to do is turn the switch. We can turn the switch just by applying these sweet, wonderful, simple tools that have been given to us. Now, go back for this moment and think about what it is that you'd want to accomplish a goal, singular goal. What do you want to accomplish for yourself during this period? Take that goal, put it into your mind. Take the assistance of the charitable. Ask them to help you to achieve that goal. They're going to ask you, okay, what will you do for it? Remember that you can't have a goal without a workforce. We need to work to receive a goal. If I want happiness, I have to make others happy. Because the Creator is constantly open. His door is open. The gates are open. The only problem is the price to walk in is to give that which you want. If you want to be happy, you need to make people laugh and be happy that you're there. If you want to be contented of life, then you can't wait to be fulfilled. You need to fulfill. This is a wonderful time. Aquarius is a time of light energy, brilliant intellect, and out-of-the-box thought. Let these two beautiful little angels support you. Feel them surround you. Feel them talk to you. And then, when you're done, put them inside your heart and keep them there. And draw on them anytime you want. Visualize them. Smile with them. Now, let's go back to that spot which is only yours. Sit down. Feel the contentment of just being. The feeling that all that you have done and all that you will do is at this moment done. And all you're filled with is contentment that you need to be only who you are and nobody else. And now, let's travel back to the place where we started. And I will count from 1 to 5. And at 5, hopefully we will come back more content than when we left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 very deep breath, 5. Thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful month.